All right. Before we kick this particular episode off, I do want to mention that this is going to be the last one of the. I've made like 16 or 17 different experiment ideas a long time ago. This is going to be the last one of the, I guess, generic ones that I'm going to do on the Wii. I have a few more coming up that I calibrated specifically for different players from this time period, from 2010. So those are the ones I'm going to be doing for the rest of my time on the Wii, or the Wii U in this case. But all the other experiments that I have are going to carry over into the Switch 2 version of the game whenever I do end up getting that. And a handful of those other ones that I mentioned are actually going to involve me taking control. I've not yet done that in any of these, so that'll be interesting. I should probably maybe play an actual game before I do that, just to gauge my own abilities. But that's not the case here. Here, I just want to see what kind of team will do better. All for one or one for all. Will a team with one great quarterback, one great running back, and one great receiver on offense be able to beat a team that's just kind of generic across the board? The Vikings are 55 out of 99 on offense, so they're kind of bad, but not cataclysmically bad. And then on defense, they're all 90 out of 99. So they're all very good on defense. And, oh, a touchback. I think that's... I don't think we saw a player take a knee for a touchback at all during the previous game. And that was with the Lions returner having serious speed issues, too. All right, anyway, so it looks like the Vikings are going to be the first team. We have Brett Favre, who, if we're being honest, was 55 out of 99 for real in 2010. He was phenomenal in 09. To this day, my favorite NFL season of all time has to be 2009, and Brett Favre doing what he did at age 40 is one of the top reasons for that. And then he massively regressed the next year. Anyway, Adrian Peterson runs for barely anything, and again, I feel like I've committed a crime against the game by making Adrian Peterson a poor running back. Favre throwing again, and it is not caught. Yeah, the Vikings are going to be struggling to score anything because they've got really good, or they got like a really mediocre offense against a Cowboys defense that is unedited, and it's got people like DeMarcus Ware on it. Special teams are unedited. And that's another thing we saw all the time in the last game. Fair catch and then just let the ball bounce anyway. And this one ends up very much in the Vikings' favor, all the way down to the Cowboys' 11-yard line. Great punt. Oh, there's a good run. Yeah, everybody except for Tony Romo, Marion Barber, and Des Bryant are really bad at their jobs. Give me a second. I forgot to look up the rosters. Oof. Yeah, trick play. Trick plays are not going to do you much good. I don't know who's. Wait, was this Jason Garrett's first year as a head coach? You stink. You stink. You stink. You stink. Romo takes the snap, throws. It's caught, but it's short. Oh, there's going to be a lot of punts. Matt McBriar is an excellent punter, by the way. And he's unedited. Look at that go. Fair catch. Oh, no, he's actually going to try and run it back. Oh, maybe that wasn't as good as I thought. He's returned it all the way to the 41. But yeah, trick play to Miles Austin did not work very well. John Kitna was one of the quarterbacks for the Cowboys in 2010. Ooh, instant tackle for Adrian Peterson. Sideways pass, and oh, he's going fast. Fast enough for a first down. Sidney Rice with a great play. Now, if you didn't see the preview video, I did not care which like cocktail of attributes it took to bring the Vikings to 55 overall or 90 overall in the defense. So maybe Sidney Rice is the go-to guy just because he's faster. I didn't really pay that much attention to exactly how I made them the number. I just cared about the number. Whatever I did to Adrian Peterson, he looks like a lot worse than 55 out of 99. He looks a little better than Noshawn Moreno from the last one, but not by much. And I don't know what Brett Favre was doing with that football. It does feel kind of weird that I'm actually running a simulation football game in the year 2026 with Brett Favre as one of the principal characters. Decent looking throw by Favre, and oh, it's caught. Caught by number 11, Jamar Johnson. They're punting. Ooh. Oh. Hang on, where'd they start that play from again? Oh no. They punted on 4th and 1 from the opponent's 39-yard line. And it went into the end zone for a touchback. That's a 19-yard punt. Oh no. Oh no. Is this the kind of game that we're going to be watching?
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be the worst episode yet. I thought maybe I'd come up with a pretty cool experiment because both teams were rated the same number, 69 versus 69. This is gonna suck. This is gonna be so bad. Romo with a handoff. I don't remember Barber's number. Was 28 his number? Felix Jones is number 28. Wait a minute. Do I need to edit the depth chart? I think I need to edit the depth chart. Yeah. Only you. What? I can't believe I didn't think this through. I don't know what play I'm calling. Oh, I am playing as Barber now. Okay, I played one snap for them. Now I can... Wait, do I need to change their wide receiver depth chart as well? Oh, that's a great punt. Sorry, guys. The 2010 Cowboys had a guy named Scott Sicko on the team. Anyway, sack. Looks like the Vikings offensive line is somehow worse than the Cowboys offensive line. That was 92, I think. Marcus Dixon with the sack. Punt. Oh, this game's going to be so bad. Whoa! Okay, that's a bounce that makes sense. What is the ground made of? This is back at the old Superdome. I think this was the year that it collapsed. Romo Boy, that guy was covered about as tightly as you can. Very nicely done there. 51. Ben Lieber. He wasn't looking for the ball. I'm kind of surprised that wasn't called pass interference, but it looked like he was there when the ball got there. So, well, we found out last time how ineffective running the ball can be. Well, this is more a function of the fact that I made the Vikings defense so good. Romo throws to Jason Witten, who, I got to be honest, he was kind of like the one guy that I didn't have the heart to yank his stats down any further than I did. I did nerf him quite a bit, but he's still like an okay player. I have too much respect for Jason Witten to make. I don't know why him of all people I decided to stop short of completely yanking all the way down. But yeah, they have one good tight end. He's nowhere near as good as Des Bryant. I'm kind of glad I did that now because this Vikings defense is going to be extremely hard to break through. I just want to see some evidence. I was so starved for quarterback bootlegs in the previous episode. I want to see a quarterback rush for a first down just one time. Preferably Romo, because having Brett Favre do that at age 41 seems like cruel, unusual punishment. Romo. Doesn't get to throw on this one. Romo very good, so we'll see how that works. Favre sacked. By number 51, Keith Brooking. I regret this experiment. Oh no. There's not going to be any points. How place your bets in the comments. When will we finally see some points get scored? Favre, all day to throw, and throws it to 87, who's going the wrong way! What was that? Bernard Berrien, apparently, just because he's a member of the Minnesota Vikings, doing a tribute to Jim Marshall. Who, by the way, is an absolute legend, and it sucks that that's what he's remembered for, but I know I made him 55 overall, but it shouldn't be that bad. He should at least know which team he's playing for. That's a lot of bodies, and there's no way the Wii is going to handle that. Nice throw. Roy Williams with another catch. He's number 2 on the depth chart after my adjustment. So even though he's only, what was he, 22 overall? He just made back-to-back catches. That's pretty incredible. And the Cowboys finally have a first down. Well, it's not their first down, but any progress is appreciated. They're already on the opponent's 39-yard line. Barber up the middle for 1 yard. Don't punt, okay? Whatever you do, don't punt. At least try and kick a field goal. That's just a thing across most of this game. Intercepted! We got one. And indeed, it was the good quarterback who threw it. Congratulations to Cedric Griffin, who now has the Vikings in not enemy territory, but in scoring position at least, at their own 40-yard line. Problem is their offense can't do much. Oh, they got Adrian Peterson, though. He may be nerfed, but he's still Adrian Peterson. That was a weird pose for Favre to be handing that ball off. And in any case, it didn't work out. I've been making fun of this game and the fact that it's an EA game on Wii, but I will say that the sound effect of the players crunching into each other is pretty satisfying. DeMarcus Ware with a sack. You knew that was coming. The only question was when. Whoa, crazy snap. And Favre immediately throws it into quadruple coverage. And I guess having 8 hands on the ball means you have no hands on the ball. And they're punting again. And it's a touchback again. Oh boy. A fake handoff and another interception. Back-to-back picks thrown by a 96 overall quarterback. Antoine Winfield, 26. Threw it right to him, too. That was a terrible throw. What's going on here? The Vikings now have the ball in easy scoring range, and that should have been intercepted. What's going on here? I did not alter the Cowboys' defense. Mike Jenkins just has hands of stone, apparently. Favre gets a complete pass through. All right. Bernard Berrien, 3rd and inches from the Cowboys' 26. Are we finally going to see some points, or are they going to break my heart and fumble it? Oh my God, they're throwing it. Very deceptive move there. All right, I know it's 4th and inches, but you've seen how this game is going. You kick here. No one's scoring any points. So take the points when you can get them. Ryan Longwell. It is good. The Vikings draw first blood, and this might be the only blood the way this game is going. Starting reminding me of the game my Raiders played against the Vikings. Actually, I think we were hosting it, but like, didn't that game end 3-0 even though we were playing in a dome just a couple of years ago? If he doesn't think he can catch it, he'll make sure the defense doesn't catch it. Hey, there you go. Roy Williams. Has Des Bryant done a damn thing? Hang on. I did... Oops, wrong button. I did do it right? Yeah, he's number 1 on the depth chart. But they're still not going to him. Marion Barber. At least Marion Barber. There you go. What a run. Only 7 yards, but got through a lot of people to do it. Who was the coach again? Was it? Was it Jason? Oh, no. It started out as Wade Phillips, and then Jason Garrett got hired as the interim coach. So, oh, there we go. Backwards pirouette pass. And they're probably going to have to punt this. Worth them 3 at their own 38. Not going to be feeling all warm and fuzzy about it, but they got to do it. At least the Vikings aren't scoring a whole lot of points either. There will be better opportunities than this. Fair catch, which means, of course, it's bouncing. Oh, what a punt. 2-yard line. That was the weirdest way to down a punt I've ever seen. I told you Mac McBride was really good. Wait, he actually punted for the Chargers at one point? No! Why'd the horn go off? That's bad! That's 2 points for the Cowboys! All right, and it is fielded, weirdly enough, by Felix Jones. And the Cowboys now have it on their own 40 with a chance to score some more points. There you go. The score is 2-3 as we start approaching halftime. This is a football game. All right. Great reception there by the floor. This is a 95 overall quarterback? Again, they keep going to Roy Williams, and he keeps catching it. I don't understand. Roy Williams is not good, at least in this setup. Is Des Bryant even on the friggin' field? No, there he is. He's in motion. I'm so confused. Des Bryant won the coin toss. I tossed a coin between Des Bryant and Roy Williams being the good receiver. Des Bryant won the toss. I made him the good one. Roy Williams is terrible. He's 22 overall. And even after reconfiguring the depth chart, they keep throwing to Roy Williams, and he's actually doing good. I have no idea what's going on. I know not a lot of points are being scored. It's apparently Marion Barber is no match for a 90 overall defense. Even though Marion himself is more than 90 overall. Here goes another sack. This one by Marcus Spears, a.k.a. Swagoo. Yeah, that's right. Marcus Spears was an active player in Madden 2011. Pump fake by far. What just happened? So there's the pump fake. And okay, so like his hand merged with the football for a bit. Yeah, his hand is now the football. He moved forward to get through this group of bodies. Okay, now the football's in the proper position again, just so that he could throw it again and have it kind of simultaneously be caught and then dropped. It's Madden on the Wii. Punt, fair catch, which of course means it's going to bounce. It hit the Cowboy first. Shouldn't that be considered a fumble and it's the Vikings' ball? Yeah, there's the fair catch. Yeah, that hit the Cowboy. This should be Vikings' ball. But apparently the game doesn't think that's important. We already found out last time how much this game values passing. Quarterback bootleg for 1 yard. Oh, another one! First down! Tony Romo with a rushing touch first down. Offense. Oh, he's just going to keep on doing it. It's working. And he dives forward. They're running the hurry-up offense. Tony Romo's apparently the best running back on the team. Oh, now he's throwing it. Oh, Viking right in his face. Does not get sacked, though, which is good, because that would have had the clock continue to run. Wait, where's Tony? Oh, way back there. And he's going to run out of the shotgun formation. You guys have 3 timeouts, so, yep, this should be fine. A field goal attempt will be very good. That'll make it 5-3. Oh, no, don't take a sack. Incomplete, 4th down, but you got a chance to kick a field goal here. No gimme. Oh, that looks terrible. Oh. We're still at 2-3. Favre throws. Is that actually caught? Yes, sir. And they call a timeout now that they're in scoring range, potentially. That's 81. Visante. I've never heard of this guy. Visante Shianco. It's not Sidney Rice. have one really good play early, and that's all we've seen from him. And another sack. Yards. What the? Wait, why is... Oh, God. How long has that been up there? Yep. Marion Barber's numbers did that, and so does Felix Jones. Romo hands it off, and ooh, starting to feel bad for Marion Barber. I made him good, but apparently not good enough. Seem to be letting them play. All right, throws to 34. Oh my goodness, look at him go. Dion Anderson, the fullback, just completed about a 16-yard first down. Barber completes a 0-yard second down. So, like, nested within this thoroughly crappy game are some very unusual spectacles. Like, the things that are actually working are things you wouldn't expect. Jason Witten down the field. Oh, finally, Des Bryant! You guys finally remembered who's good on your team. Oh, man, that looks so easy. I think that's his first reception of the entire game. And it took until the second half. And they go right back to running it. Are they just playing with their prey? Or is the coaching staff just that incompetent? How do you play with the prey when the prey is actually ahead of you by 1 point? Susie Yee's medical information. Sack. Whoa, that guy's huge. 91, Ray Edwards. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I think this game's just about over because the backup quarterbacks are no good. Actually, I think the backup quarterbacks are unedited. Oh, wait, the game's not over. They can kick this and have a 5-3 lead. They're pooch punting. With an injured quarterback. Into the end zone. They're backup quarterbacks. Adrian Peterson! Adrian Peterson! No one's catching him yet! Finally caught by 36. Michael Hamlin. But Peterson finally breaks away for a big one. And the Vikings have a decent chance now to add to their lead. Peterson again. Just give him the rock. I don't know if the injury to Tony Romo's affecting their... Get your hand out of number 99's crotch, please. I don't know if the injury to Tony Romo is negatively impacting the psyche of the defense, but oh, never mind. It's definitely not impacting the psyche of the defense. Romo is overwhelmed. Who gets the credit for that sack? Yes. Oh boy. Back to back. Or they're going to call that a tuck. They're going to call that a tuck, which is BS. Raiders fan, not biased at all. That's a fumble. It's a fumble. Terrible snap, but that doesn't seem to matter. Okay. That's one of the worst possessions I've ever seen. Oh, pathetic offense. Wait, that was Romo, wasn't it? I guess I decided his injury wasn't that bad. Oh, McBriar. Oh, wow. He already has a punt that ended up on the 2-yard line. Now he's got one on the 1. MVP, MVP, MVP. That is Tony Romo. So he's injured, but apparently well enough to play. Oh, Marion Barber gets through a bit. But remember, this is a 90 overall defense across the board. Maybe I should have made it a little bit weaker, except if I made it weaker, then the Cowboys would be running away with this, and it'd be a different kind of crappy game. At least it's a close crappy game. Jared Allen with a phenomenal tackle for loss there. I'm also a Cavaliers fan, and of course, Cavaliers have a very prominent player named Jarrett Allen. He's number 31, not 69. Romo throws to Roy freaking Williams again. The 22 overall receiver is carrying the team, not the 95 overall receiver. I got nothing. I have no idea how to explain this. Ooh, fumble! And recovered by the Minnesota Vikings. E.J. Henderson having himself a game here. And another injury for Romo. It feels like this game is getting away from the Cowboys, and yet the score is still just 2-3. Favre. I'm amazed he's not injured yet. There was another pass that the receiver didn't even attempt to catch. Whoa, that's quite a scamper backward, and it's going to end up not being a good thing because he's tackled for a 9-yard sack by Igor Olshansky, drafted by the Chargers. And the Vikings punt. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah, the Vikings punter sucks. all he ever does is just boot it into the end zone for touchbacks. That's interesting. Wikipedia actually introduces... Hang on a second. Oh, they are going with the backup quarterback this time. Jason Witten with the reception. 9-yard catch. Anyway, Chris Kluwe, Wikipedia introduces him as an American writer, social activist, and former professional football player. So he's a writer first and a football player third? Interesting. All right, 3, I believe, is John Kitna. And how in the world did the offensive player catch that one? That was right in the defender's arms. And was that Williams again? Why is Roy Williams the best player on the team? We gotta see this. Oh, no, the ball is in his hands. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's just a great catch by the 22 overall receiver. Roy Williams is carrying this team, even though he's not the guy. This game's rebelling against me. This game doesn't know how to honor a coin flip. All right, Kitna somehow escapes all that trouble. Throws a pass to the dirt, but that's better than getting sacked. I think Kitna was like 39 years old at this point, so this is a 39-year-old quarterback for the Cowboys against a 41-year-old quarterback for the Vikings. Barber gets most of the way there. Whoa, another quite a big scamper. Oh, Romo's back. And it didn't do anything. What a game. Oh, but here he comes. MVP, MVP, MVP. Do not let this ball bounce. Oh, no, it's okay this time. I also want to point out that the Cowboys in 2010 had two inside linebackers named Williams. No, actually, they had three linebackers named Williams. Brandon Williams was an offensive linebacker or outside linebacker and defensive end. And then two inside linebackers were Jason Williams and Leon Williams. And of course, there's Roy Williams on offense, who's been carrying the entire team to 2 points. I don't understand what's going on here. Adrian Peterson doing his best to rebel against the individual settings I have for him. Gerald Sensabaugh with the tackle, and we are still 2-3 at the end of the third period. I guess the Vikings win this NHL game. The Wild defeat the Stars. Of course, this is a football game, so we play on for 12 more minutes. Very unlikely to see a tie. Dude, attempt to catch the ball. Nice hair for that guy in the backfield. Adrian Peterson gets nothing. Number 40. Who's number 40? Who's got all that hair? It's Jim Kleinsasser, tight end. All right, you American author. Let's see a good one. Oh, almost perfect. Almost perfect. That was number 34, not 24. That was Dion Anderson, the fullback. To be fair, he has shown competence already with that one reception that he had going for like 16 yards. There's Barber. Much faster. This game is so bad, but it's competitive. They're doing enough. Oh, Romo runs for the first down. They're at least doing enough to make you think maybe they're going to score points. They never do, but they're keeping it on that little string. There's still some doubt to it. They're not completely inept. Des Bryant finally gets another catch for 0 yards. Fake handoff leads to a real handoff, leads to a loss of 4 yards. Throw the ball to 88. Oh, they actually tried. And failed. Adrian Peterson's the only guy on the Vikings that's making me believe in them. Well, on offense, anyway. Sidney Rice, to some extent. And I think that was Sidney Rice who just caught that ball. Okay, can I speak something else into existence? Who hasn't gotten the ball yet on the Vikings? Percy Harvin hasn't gotten a catch yet. Can we see him? That'd be cool. He's not even on the field. Oh, but Peterson, ooh, that looked a little painful. Do we see a Greg Lewis reception? Favre, all day to throw. And it's caught by the fullback. Or, sorry, tight end. He's built like a fullback, though. Jim Kleinsasser. The man I just noticed because of his hair. Now he's got a huge first down. And that was a play that we didn't really get to see, and we didn't need to see. It wasn't worth watching. That was a really quick snap. And a quick handoff as well, and unfortunately not a quick run. But hey, they're on the opponent's 28-yard line. That means we might see some points. Are you ready for some points? Let's go, Longwell. Let's go, Longwell. Oh, that looks so bad. But it's okay. It's good enough. And for only the second time, the stadium sounds the horn for points scored by the home team. It's the third time we've heard the horn because they decided to celebrate points for the other team. Points are worth celebrating in this one, regardless of which team scores them. You got to do something. You only got 5 minutes left, and you're behind. You're behind by 2 whole safeties. I don't know if you have enough time to do that. You might need to seek an alternative and quicker way of scoring points. Can he pull the hat trick? No! Oh my God, that punt was terrible! Oh no! The Vikings have it on the Cowboys 39! Oh no, what a time to have a complete shank. Favre will throw it this time. Okay. This is Brett Favre we're talking about here, and I actually made him slightly worse than he was in 2010. How has nobody intercepted him? It's kind of one of his things, is that he throws a lot of interceptions. Does a lot of things good, but also throws a lot of interceptions. All right, handing it off to Peterson, who gets past the first down line. And that'll go a very long way in securing the win for the Vikings. Let that clock run down. We should see the Cowboys start using timeouts pretty soon. Why are they not letting the clock run down more? Is there some kind of like internal code? Did I change the shot clock settings and not notice it? Because they should. Oh my God, why are they throwing? Well, Jim Kleinsasser with another good play. Why would you ever throw here, though? You run, you burn the clock, you kick a field goal, you go up by 7 points. Or maybe Adrian Peterson's actually good enough to get all the way, and you just win the game. There you go. He is good enough. Oh my! He's on the 5-yard line. Wait for the 2-minute warning. Why are they doing this? This is why I don't trust the computer. For some of these experiments, I've got to take the reins myself. This is anti-common sense. They're throwing the ball again! And DeMarcus Ware should have intercepted it! Oh my God, this game's killing me. Okay, 4th down. You're running the clock. Okay, thank you. At least the Cowboys know when to take a timeout. Now you kick. Why did they throw the ball? Why did they throw the ball? Why did they throw the ball? Kick's good. All right, it's 2-9. I think this is scoregami. Let me check. Which I have a lot of tabs open. Which one do I have that's scoregami? Oh God, it could be any of them. Yes, I'm still searching. Oh, that was a pretty good return. Never mind, it wasn't. Pay attention, dude. Oh, it should be here, right? Because that's where all my sports stuff is. Ooh, Miles Austin with the catch. All right, screw it. I'm just looking it up. Okay, the Cowboys are actually making this somewhat interesting. Nope, 9-2 actually has happened. Romo throws, and it is caught again by who? Hurd? Sam Hurd. According to Wikipedia, Samuel George Hurd III is an American former professional football player who was convicted for dealing drugs. That is the first sentence on his profile. So that's why I've never heard of him, no pun intended. Romo. Oh. Shifting, and it's incomplete. 35 seconds to go. All right. The Green Bay Packers defeated the Chicago Cardinals 9-2 on October 6th, 1929. That is when the last 9-2 game happened, and the only 9-2 game. Romo throws toward the right, and it's caught by Bryant. They're finally using him. The crowd gets quiet. They don't want this game to all of a sudden turn into a game. Oh, gosh. I don't want overtime of this crappy game. But the Cowboys are actually doing something now. Romo is sacked. That's going to hurt them big time. And they're not taking a timeout. They're running a hurry-up offense. Now they're taking a timeout! What? You just wasted 3 seconds for no reason. I didn't edit the coach's overall rating. You can't even do that in this game. Oh, Bryant with another. Wait, that's not Bryant. That's 84. That's Patrick Creighton. Why are all the receivers good? They're not supposed to be. He was tackled inbounds, though. This is the last play of the game. You gotta be. Oh my. No, that didn't just happen. That did not just happen. The game did not just end like that. Oh my God. That was a crime against football. I don't even know how much of that you can blame me for. The game's AI is just so bad.